guys, Robert here with the Piston Slap channel, and I know this has been a long time since I've did a video. Heck, I haven't even finished my Montana ride series yet. That's how long ago and how, I don't know, unmotivated I've been to produce a video. But you can't really produce one if you haven't been riding, and honestly, I haven't been riding. I've mentioned it time and time again. I'm sure you guys have heard it. I've pretty much stopped riding altogether when it comes to going to work. Plus, I don't really like filming just my rides to work and my ride home to talk to you guys about stuff. I mean, unless it was something really heartfelt and pressing that needed to be talked about. But for the most part, everything's just been really quiet and calm on the front. What's going on is, like I've said in previous videos, new jobs. What seems to be more pressing than that is the wife's job is just eating up tons and tons of weekend time, to where I don't have any time left by the time she gets done with her job. I would like to spend some time with her and the family. You know, just being a dad, you know, being a family guy, and I believe that a strong family life will, you know, make it easier for everything else in the long run, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that, but we'll just leave it at that. Surely you didn't come here to watch me ride around downtown Boise. That's where we're at right now, is downtown. Warm Springs Avenue and Broadway, or North Avenue B and East Idaho Street, depending on which direction you go, because apparently all these streets change name right at this intersection. We're going for some dirt today, and the reason being, well, I should always be going for dirt with an adventure bike, right? I got new tires on a while back. I've been posting them on Instagram and other social medias, if you guys follow me there. If not, and this is news to you, yeah. I wanted a set of Michelin Wild Anarchy Wilds, and I ended up going with the Continental TKC80s. And I know those are like, they're similar tires, but they're like not the same, if you know. I mean, they're two different manufacturers altogether. So I'm gonna go try them out today and let you guys know. So probably just stop jib-jabbing here, and we'll go ahead and kick you guys back on when we get closer to the dirt, or actually when we're on the dirt. Alright, so talk to you in a bit. Alright guys, well, you guys might remember that sign, the pavement ends. Well, that's a good thing, right? That's what we're here for. We're here to see what this bike can do on this road. I should have aired down a little bit, I'm thinking, but I got a real nasty set of pavement twisties on the way down, and I didn't bring my compressor with me. Gotta love them washboards. Yep. I should be doing what that guy's doing. I should be running. I got a little bit of a tournament going on next weekend. Yeah. I don't know if there's any cars coming. Anyway, yeah, I got a tournament coming. Tournament? I don't know. It's not like a triathlon or anything silly like that. So, yeah, we're just cruising along to see what these tires are going to do. I'm sorry I'm all over the board. I'm actually, it's been so long since I've been on the bike that I'm like learning how to ride all over again. Plus, there's a lot of traffic, so I'm worried that someone like me might be coming the other way using up the road, but might be on something bigger like a vehicle or a side-by-side. So this this is probably going to be the last video for the year that you guys are going to see from me, unless something super spectacular and stupendous happens, which I don't think it will. Just because, well, this is like the last nice weekend of the year. It's like a high of 70 today, and I know you guys are like, that's premium riding weather, but one, for me getting out and riding and the time of actually getting out and riding, by the time that ever comes around, it's going to be a long time probably. It's probably going to be snow on the ground long before I get to go back out. So I'm just kind of giving you guys a heads up. I will finish up my Montana trip videos, just because I'm not one to start something and not finish it, even though it does take me forever. And I do apologize to you guys that stuck through it. I'm wondering like, what's been happening? Why is he not uploading? But it is what it is. Back end slipped a little bit there. Yeah. It's been a long time since this bike's been on the dirt. Like a good dirt road or a good dirt trail. Long time. And I've never really much liked this road. I mean, I like that it's windy and stuff, but I don't care for washboards, because washboards make it hard to control the vehicle. Cars everywhere. And it's that kind of dirt that's like, you know dang well it's like super hard underneath it, and it's just got a nice layer of roly-poly crap on top of it that makes it fun when you slip and slide. So far I'm liking the tires, guys, but honestly, and this is going to be my brutally honest opinion on these tires, I did a lot of cool stuff with the other ones, the 501, 502 Battle Wings, which are like a 90-10 tire. I mean, I went a lot of places. If you guys watch my videos, or, you know, if you haven't and you thumb back through some of my adventures, there was a lot of wild stuff that I did. Heck, the video to Salmon Falls Dam, Salmon Falls Dam. That was a wild trip. It was a couple videos long, but I mean, we started off with, you know, a day like today, and quickly turned into a snowstorm, icy roads, muddy roads, snow on dirt roads. You know, what is that, about an inch or two of slop as you're riding through it. Ooh, I'm gonna pass somebody. Please be kind and courteous and give them the no dust. Not my fault. If you ride your bike off-road, you're going to be breathing dirt eventually. It's good for you. It's the vitamin D that we all need, right? Be strong, I think. He's probably wondering why I'm waving at him on the dirt road. It's a little moist in this area. I've been jib-jabbing about all sorts of stuff. So anyway, back to that Salmon Falls Dam ride. That was, you know, if you hadn't seen it, or you did see, you guys know. There's a guy carrying a gun. saying? A little loose in the sand there. That's what I want to know. Seemed like it was more in the front, but this bike is kind of heavy in the front. It's got a little tiny tire. We're going this way, so that concrete. It's powder. And a beer bottle. Really? I don't have my backpack on me to pick that up. Gosh dang it. I don't have anywhere on the bike, and I don't want to stuff it under the seat because I know it'll break there, and then I'll have glass shrapnel falling on my rear tire as I'm riding, and we'll go from having a full-size bottle on the road to shards of glass everywhere. Grab another gear. I need a gear like in between first and second. These tires are still a little new. I mean, I think they only got probably 40 miles on them. And, I always hear rumor people like, oh, you need to go scrub your tires, and you know, I would agree. On the sport bikes, yeah, definitely. You know, you want to kind of warm that tire up and scuff it up a little bit so she gets all nice and sticky and stuff. Whereas a knobby, I mean, really, what could you potentially gain? You know, and maybe there is a science to it. Maybe you guys could drop it in the comments, maybe a link to a video. Just remember, sometimes YouTube likes to take those links and throw you guys into my spam folder, and then I find you like 2 months from now, from the time this video gets uploaded or the time you post it, whatever. So if I don't respond right away or throw a thumbs up, that's because that's where you ended up. I will find you, because I do check that every now and then, just because YouTube's goofy like that. I know last time I came up here, I really, I did struggle just a little bit coming up this hill, and it was mainly because of the gearing, not the tires. But having knobbier tires makes it a little bit more confidence inspiring, I guess. That's about it. Now I do admit, if I got into some sand, I think these tires would be a lot better. If I got into mud, 100% better than the Bridgestone 501s, because, well, there's no knobs on the 501s to grab anything. But just a nice 65 out right now, so. I wish I rode more, I really do, guys. This year took off really good, and then it just petered out. And like I said, you know, it was family and time, you know, new jobs, just a lot of stuff has changed this year for me, so we're gonna give it a break. I'm gonna stop. You know, I feel bad because I'm not dumping videos out there for you guys like I should be. Yeah, it looks like fun, doesn't it? Just zip right up that. Maybe on the DRZ. Tiger, not so much. I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel if I was skilled enough, I would have no issues, but my skill level, because I haven't been riding it, maybe you guys can attest to this. If you get off your bike and don't ride for a long time, say 2-3 months, those first couple miles when you get back on that bike are like, doesn't it feel weird? It's like trying to learn how to pedal a bike again. it's just like learning to ride a bicycle again. I mean, you didn't forget, but the motor skills and how bikes reacted, you know, it's not the same. It's weird. You know, I guess that goes to play with almost anything you do on a day-to-day basis. Is if you don't do that for a long amount of time, or you don't do something or don't see something for a long period of time, your mind, it's not like it forgot it because it knows it's there, but trying to pull that memory is like, dang, it's painful. It's like, man, I know I can do this. But then again, can I do this? I mean, I haven't done this. If I rode this dirt road every stinking day, twice a day, and say we had, you know, where I could do it around the clock, then, you know, that would be pretty awesome, you know, just the training and the learning that goes into it. I'm gonna pop my visor up here in a second so I can get a little bit more air in the helmet. Yeah. And it was something I always did on my sport bike. Every year when I got back on it, I would start at ground zero for riding. Like I'd never rode a sport bike a day in my life. And you know, the thing is you do that with any bike, I guess, or any kind of circumstances of riding. Start at ground zero with the basics and build yourself up. That those muscle memories, those memories and techniques for riding will come right back to you quicker for riding. And I guess it's true for anything basically, but we're gonna just say it's for riding. This is a riding channel. Riding, exploring, having fun, getting out, getting away from the old lady, the old man, whatever. Or if you both are watching, then just getting out and riding and having a good time. Know what I mean? Jelly bean? You know, a lot of me, I want to grab a lot of front brake around these corners just because I've done it so much over the years of riding. And that's that transition from street bike to dirt bike, you know, where the DRZ or any dirt bike I've ever ridden, I use a lot of rear. I use a lot of rear on this bike, mainly because it's a big old girl. And I know that for a fact because I've already burned up a set of brake pads on the rear of this thing. I think this is... Don't let my sunshine fool you guys. Normally up here in the north during the summer, that sun just kind of never moves. It just hangs out up there till about 11 o'clock at night, and then it just falls behind the mountains over there. Wintertime, if you're not from the north up here, or, well, if you even farther north, it's more strange. But, yeah, the sun comes up real late and just kind of pops up there, hangs out for a little bit, and then just drops down behind the mountain. So I figure we got another, see, it's 5. I think we got another hour and a half of daylight, maybe. Well, I should be standing up. I should be standing up. So why don't you stand up, dummy? Right? That's what you guys are all saying. Stand up. What's wrong with you? Stand up. Pothole. Pothole. There's potholes everywhere up here. It's not as bad on this as it is my my Trailblazer. You hit those things, it's like somebody's gonna rip your arms off the steering wheel. Just can't see because that sun's like straight in my eyeballs, burning my retinas. This is like a lot of deadfall and tree timber limbs. Another reason why I kept the exhaust pretty stock on this thing is this time of year when there's people out here hunting and you come blasting through here with something stupid loud, kind of irritates people. Not that I'm saying my bike's quiet by any means, because the Triumph is known for its little bit of a whine, if you haven't noticed, and that's a crash waiting to happen right there. Let's get down in the first gear and get over here. Some ruts there, man. Just not confident enough to know that my bike would go where I want it to go, so to speak. I feel like I would have just went into that and then just fell over. That's all DRZ or dual support. There's big old ruts in that thing. I tell you, the back tire just doesn't want to. Like, you lean on it a little bit and it just locks up. It's like, oh, you want to stop? Joke's on you. That comes to being more experienced on how to use the rear brake, the front brake, and knowing where you're riding. It's just so weird seeing all those limbs just chewed up and smashed and churned. Just really confuses me as to where the road goes. So that was 8th Street to my left back there. I realize this is going to be a long video just because I keep talking. Maybe I'm talking because I have a lot to say to you guys because I haven't seen you in forever. Is that what it is? Maybe. Who knows? Nobody knows but Zamzos. You guys get that reference if you're up in this area. If not, it's just a gardening guy that's from here. That's his advertisement on radio. Well guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to tell you real quick my thoughts on the TKC80s. They seem a little better. I'm sure they'll get better with time. It's kind of like a fine wine. It's a nice single track right there to my right. I wanted to do that this year and well, that never happened, so maybe next year. But anyway, final thoughts. I think they'll get better as they get worn in a bit. They are definitely different than the Battle Axe 501s, 502s that I had. It's toilet paper and poop. You know, and that's to be expected, obviously, because you're talking about a 90-10 tire to a 50-50 purpose-built knobby. You know, that's what this knobby was for, was being off-road. But I think as I get more time and confidence, it's going to be a better thing for me, especially because this is what I like to do. This is the kind of riding I like to do. You guys know that. Don't hit those. Those will make you fall down. Take a dirt nap. wants a dirt nap. Remember, right, it gets pretty gnarly up here, right here. Yeah. Well, it's gnarly on a 4-wheel drive or SUV, but that wasn't so bad. Look at that rut. It's all washed up. Imagine what wintertime's gonna do up here. It's gonna just chew this road up. I'm sorry, I keep getting off track. I think that I can't really give you an honest opinion about it, mainly because I haven't been on this bike a lot this year. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say thank you very much for tuning in. Like I said, this might be the last time you hear from me this year. I do leave all my channels open for anything, so if you got a question, a comment, just want to say howdy. You know, there's God, I have everything. Instagram, I've got Facebook, so you don't necessarily have to come to the YouTube channel and comment on the YouTube channel. If you guys want to just, you know, chat, I have a Facebook page. It's called Piston Slap, and it's down there in the link somewhere. It's not hard to find either, but you know, I don't mind. Just remember, I am a human, I'm not a machine, so if you do message me in some odd hour of the night, I typically don't respond because I'm getting old. I go to bed at 9 o'clock. That's 9 o'clock Pacific time, so if you text me at 9:01, chances are I'm not going to reply. Just 9:01's usually I'm night-night. Like, I'm lucky if I can even see the 9 o'clock hour on the alarm clock. But I am up bright and early, so you will be getting a text message right back at about 5 o'clock in the morning. So depending on where you're at in the world, that could be either in the middle of the night or early in the morning, afternoon, you know, it could be anywhere. So again, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate you guys for sticking around through these, I want to call them tough times for me. You know, and don't get me wrong, I feel this every day of my life. I feel this. I feel like there's some part of me missing at work, at home. I get stir crazy. I did 6 loads of laundry today just to try to keep my mind busy. So, you know, keep that in mind, that it's not that I don't want to ride. I do want to ride. It's just finding the time for riding. So, and I need to do it more often. We all need to do it more often. I mean, we can all agree on that. But we can all agree that, you know, when it comes to it, family's first. You know, followed by responsibilities and being an adult, which suck. If they would have told me this when I was a kid, I probably would have just said, well, screw it, I don't want to be an adult. I want to be a motorcycle test rider for a living. That would be awesome, right? That's a dream. What do you do all day? I just ride around the country, the world, on different bikes for manufacturers. Tell them what I think. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up because I can't seem to shut up, right? So thanks again, guys. I'm Robert with the Piston Slap channel. See you next time.